But now that we're at the table and we have an opportunity to get in front of corporate Canada and they're interested in working with Indigenous businesses and Indigenous communities, the next step really is around procurement. So when people talk about like what does a partnership mean, the one thing that I always say, and it jumps out immediately, is when an organization wants to sort of walk the walk, it typically comes down to having some sort of public procurement target. What are you guys willing to spend, and what are you guys willing to make public? So as soon as there's a little bit of shareholder pressure, it's amazing what these companies can do when there's all of a sudden there's a bit of shareholder pressure, and they're the most creative, innovative companies you'd ever see, right? Because now that they have the goals out there, they're not going to go backwards on them. So the power of sort of putting that public procurement spend is really powerful, and I think a lot of Indigenous communities and Indigenous-owned businesses see that, and then we're able to work in a lot more collaborative way because we each have goals that we're trying to achieve.